The average professional cyclist can spend in excess of 20,000 kilometres on their bike alone each year. When you include the transcontinental travel to and from races, this amounts to a whole lot of time spent living out of a suitcase. When 9 months of the season can be spent away from your friends, family and home country, this can present a rider with even more challenges to keep your morale up and your head focused on achieving your objectives. Your teammates and support staff can become like an extended family. So how do riders cope with life on the road? We caught up with British rider Katie Colclough of Specialized Lululemon and Vegemite-loving Aussies Shara Gillow, Gracie Elvin, Jessie McLean and their Korean teammate Sunjung Gu of Orica AIS to find out. Was it hard for you moving away from home because you were really young when you first did?
It was really difficult. It was a big change because before I'd always lived at home. I'd just finished school and I moved straight out and we moved to Belgium, which is always going to be quite difficult. But I think that it's all exciting. It's all a change back then. So you kind of just take it along. And I was part of the British Cycling Academy programme then with Simon Cope and some of the other girls, and we did that for my first 2 years. And we were very well looked after. Everything was organised for us. I felt like I'd grown down. Like you didn't think of anything. You packed your bag and everything was sorted.
Do you find it tough coping with being away from your friends and family?
Well, there's no language barrier in Belgium really. They all spoke fluent English. It was really easy, but it was more just you're out your comfort zone. You didn't have your Asda supermarket. You didn't have your friends nearby, and like obviously you have Skype and everything. But I think I missed my friends a lot. You couldn't do the normal stuff. It meant you were entirely cycling for like the entire summer. Cycling was everything. So I think that was hard because if you had a bad day, it meant you had a bad day in your entire life because you couldn't really do anything else.
Do you think it's harder for the Australians who's so far away from home to start with?
I definitely think it's harder for the Australians. I know Laura, my teammate now, she came over in February time and I think you can see, I know it's only May, but you can see she's a little bit homesick, and it's, again, like Skype's even harder for them. They've got the time difference and I guess they're only a day away essentially, but it's an expensive journey and it's so hard for people to come and visit, and I think that makes a big difference.
The team's European base is in Varese in Italy, so you're already halfway around the world to start with. How hard is it being so far from home?
European cycling is where it's at for us, so it's a choice that we make because I'm pretty passionate about the sports of cycling, and it is pretty difficult being away from home for 8 or 9 months of the year. But if we want to compete at the world's best, then we've got to be here in Europe, which is, as you said, it's a few thousand k's away from home.
Yeah, living over in Europe is difficult because we are so far away from Australia, from our friends and family. I find using the internet is a massive help. I can use Facebook and Twitter and Skype. It's really good. I can talk to people every day if I want to, and just keep in touch with them, keep up on all the small things that makes all the difference, and they can see what I'm up to as well.
It's coming over to race in Europe, it's difficult because we are away from our family at home. But having said that, we've kind of adopted each other as a second family in Europe, so we really look out for each other and we enjoy racing together and living together. So yeah, it's hard being away from our real family, but we love what we do and we support each other in it.
Do you have any creature comforts that you bring with you from home to help you cope with life on the road?
So I bought quite a few tubes of Vegemite, and quite a bit of a supply because it's one thing that they probably don't have over here in Europe is the old Vegemite.
Got a little toy koala that sits in my backpack when I go travelling, and I just bring a few of my personal belongings that are special to me, little pieces of jewellery or even a silly toy fluffy dog that looks just like my dog at home, so I can give him a little cuddle if I'm getting homesick.
I have a blender that I'm a little bit obsessed with, and I got that from home last year. In terms of specific Aussie things, I have a couple of koalas. They hang around, clip on the things, and we've also got Ernie, our team mascot, the emu, so yeah. And Vegemite. Everybody's got Vegemite.
Do you have a good support structure in place?
Being with Orica AIS, it's an Australian team, and it's great having the support there as an Australian team. We have an Australian director, an Australian mechanic, and quite a few of the girls are Australian, so it's really great to have that Aussie morale on the team.
I'm really lucky that it is an Australian team, so having such a close-knit group of girls was really important to me. I think if I was in a team that wasn't so close, I would really struggle, but we all have a similar sense of humour, so we can always joke around, and we're lucky to have the European Training Centre in our backyard, which is like a mini AIS for us, and that's really helpful. We've got some really great Aussie staff as well that we can depend on any time of day.
What's it like being the only Korean on the team?
I like my team because all teammate girls or is a good person and good friend, and sometimes teaching me everything is I'm not difficult is living in Australia. Every day is funny and enjoying. Yeah, it's really good teams.
Varese fast becoming known as Little Australia. Is that a good thing, and does it help?
It's really good, but it's also bad because we speak a lot of English, and when we're in Italy we probably should branch out a bit more and try to mingle with the local Italians, but it's great having so many friends close by to train and catch up with.
How much does it help you being connected with the men's team?
It's nice because, like I said before, we're like a family, so we support each other, but the guys are a bit separate, but it's like having a big older brother or a footy team that you're like, oh, come on guys, you really you get excited about them racing, so yeah, I think we complement each other well.